How soaked am I right now?
I can actually see the drip, you know? It's kind of like a cartoon character.
Yeah, it's a little, yeah. It's a lot.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? For First We Feast, I'm Sean Evans, and you're watching Hot Ones. It's the show with hot questions and even hotter wings. And today we're joined by Glen Powell. He's an actor and lion-like figure in the action genre, from Top Gun, Maverick to Twisters, Hitman, and even rom-coms like Anyone But You. Earlier this year, he launched an organic sauce brand called Smash Kitchen, and his latest film is the dystopian action thriller The Running Man, which is set to release in theaters on November 14th. Glen Powell, welcome to the show.
Honored to be here.
Sauce man to sauce man, how are you around spicy food before we get started?
I am known for putting spicy stuff on everything, but I'm gonna be honest with you, it's gonna make it look like I'm in a lot of pain. I tend to sweat a lot. Like everybody that knows me, even when I laugh, spit comes out of my forehead, right? So
well, you know what? I'm prepared over here.
It's gonna be gross. I'm not prepared to like get out of this looking cool. But I love hot stuff, so it's gonna be great. Coffee date. Oh, that's good. So far, so good.
So first off, I want to say that I love the movie, you know, from the rage-fueled performance to the comedy and of course the wire-to-wire action. And I love this quote that you gave to Edgar Wright where you told him, "If I'm gonna be taking a shot in the face, please let them know it's me."
That's the thing, is that Edgar very quickly, because he's got these shots, Edgar's one of the great filmmakers, and he's got all these shots like lined up. You know, he's been thinking about it for a long time. And I was like, hey, Edgar, I want to do all my stunts. I want to be, you know, all in camera. And there's just one stunt that I did where I literally threw myself off of a very high place and landed, and it literally could have been anyone. And we did it over and over, and I looked at the playback and go, dude, what the fuck, man? I'm dying over here. And I'm like, just get my face at least. You know, it's like, you know, when you're icing your body down the next day, you're like, I at least want the audience to know that I'm the one taking the hit. So we came to a nice little compromise over the course of the movie.
Align the vision.
Yeah, exactly. Crema matcha.
So I understand that you got your start in the business as a script reader for legendary producer Linda Opes, which exposed you to piles upon piles of romantic comedies.
Yeah.
What did that education do to instill in you, like the fundamentals of a great rom-com?
That's a great question. I mean, you know, what I got to do is, because I was such a quick reader and I give her really fast coverage, you know, I would turn the stuff around and she'd start bringing me into meetings. So I got to kind of start interfacing with other writers, you know, and really directors that were developing stuff, and to try to understand like how sequences in a movie work, how set pieces work, like what characters kind of were like original, what were sort of stock characters, like how you kind of mix and match to kind of give people familiar flavors but in new packages and things like that. And that's kind of like where I guess my sort of instinct and gut around this business developed. And Linda had one of the best, you know, she had some of the best taste in town. So just to study under her was awesome. It was like, it's magical. And to kind of look back on that, it was like such a great Hollywood education, and one that I'm really grateful for. That's what happens when you don't eat a big enough lunch. I'm gonna go in. I think I'm gonna go in on this too much. It's gonna hit me on the back half.
Yeah, don't let it stop you from eating.
I have no governor on anything I do. Like, again, when I put hot sauce on stuff, like in the eggs, like in the morning.
You'll soak them?
I will soak it in hot sauce, and my family will laugh at me because I'll literally eat eggs in the morning, and I'll just be drenched. You're gonna see me. I'm gonna be drenched in a second, and I just pour sweat, but I love it. It's just like how I wake up.
You and me both.
It's the greatest.
So you've been very honest about the struggles that you had early on as an actor.
Yep.
How would you describe the gap between what you thought show business would be like when you came to LA as a 19-year-old versus the actual lived reality during that first inglorious decade as an actor?
I guess it's always, hold on, do you mind if I pick some meat?
Yeah, you can do anything you want on this show.
I can just feel it's like
you have a very
half
long
a wing
leash. You
in
have a
this
very
one,
long
you know.
leash on this show.
Okay, good. You know, my first week, I found myself at a dinner sitting next to Dustin Hoffman. I was sitting next to him and he saw a movie I did called The Great Debaters. And the fact that he saw this movie just like blew my mind. I was like, this is the coolest moment of my entire life. He's like, you're a good actor. I was like, oh, dude, thank you. And he goes, I got something for you. He's like, let's keep in touch. So I literally, a couple days later, I get a call at my house from Dustin Hoffman, and I'm losing my mind. I'm like, this is the coolest thing. He goes, I'm gonna invite you to my office, and I want you to read for something. And I'm like, okay, great. And he goes, all right, here's some pages. Can we just read them out loud? And I started reading them, but I was so in awe that Dustin Hoffman was sitting across from me. And then I was like, he's one of my favorite actors of all time. And I was like, but as I'm reading, I'm watching the life drain from his eyes, being like, this guy sucks so bad. I was like, oh no. And you can feel like I'm watching him, I'm losing him, and then I'm getting being like, yeah, you're losing him. And then I look back and I'm losing him even more. And I left so defeated, right? What you start to realize is that all this business is play. You just you start looking at these guys as legends, and then you start looking at them as collaborators who are just trying to make magic for audiences around the world. I think that's the difference. I think the excitement about this business hasn't worn off, but I think my perspective has.
And you know what? Because if it did, you wouldn't have made it to this point. You know what I mean? It would have been so hard to get through that early stage. If you were chasing anything but the magic of plain play pretend.
That's exactly it.
On that note, are you ready to move on here
Let's
to
do
sauce
it.
number 4, Passiflora here in the 4 spot?
That was the first one that's got some kick. It's happening.
I see the sweat. You're glistening a little bit.
Yeah. Right above the eyes, right?
Yeah.
No. It's gonna get worse.
Looking forward to that.
It's gonna get worse.
What advice did Sylvester Stallone give you about not over bulking for roles? Was there any perspective that he shared about the muscle groups that translate well to camera versus the ones that are just a waste of mass?
I mean, I have so many great stories from Expendables 3. We shot that in Bulgaria 10 years ago. He gave me this advice one time. He's like, at the end of every day, you win or you lose. And I was like, that is a hardcore way of viewing every day. I was like, but he's a guy that he's so headstrong. And I remember when I was in the gym, just working my ass off, but I never take my shirt off in this movie. I'm wearing long sleeves. He's like, you're doing it all wrong. And I'm like, well, what? He goes, it's the traps and the forearms, the cinema muscles.
Cinema muscles.
And it's really true. It's like, you're not taking your shirt off. He's like, just focus on the traps and the forearms. Just bulk those puppies out. Stop wasting your time. Go have fun. All right, I'm gonna dab the head.
Yeah. Okay. Make sure that's the right one.
Yeah. No, I just realized it. So
You got.
Yep. And if it goes wrong,
You got fingertips to the left and you got face to the right.
face to the right.
Okay.
All right.
Smart.
Oh, is it chimichurri?
Mm-hmm. Chimichurri habanero sauce on this one. And maybe a
Fingers
little.
left. All right.
You got it.
You're right. You sort of spice black out a bit.
Yeah. It's a fog of war.
Yeah.
That happens on set here. Yeah.
It hasn't destroyed me yet, but I can already start to see my mental facilities just really going downhill quickly.
Were there any examples of life imitating art while shooting Twisters? Were there ever any severe weather incidents on set?
Oh, yeah.
Shooting in Oklahoma during tornado season?
That is the craziest part. There was this one scene where Daisy Edgar-Jones and I are sitting on top of the truck, right? And we're looking out over the horizon. And we're having they're kind of shooting long lens, so they're kind of far away. And we can kind of see the crew kind of stirring a bit and kind of getting a little uncomfortable. We can't hear anybody. We're so far away that like we don't know what's going on. And then we turn around and we realize that there's a tornado dropping behind us. So we're like apparently supposed to be looking at tornadoes in the distance, looking like the worst storm chasers ever.
It's right behind you the whole time.
Like, it's right behind me, isn't it? In Texas, we say that Amarillo.
Little Amarillo action.
Amarillo action. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
No. Hold on. I'm gonna
Sub
new
in?
one. Yeah, I broke the
Pull
rules
another
already.
one off the bench, yeah.
I broke the rules. All right.
But at least you caught yourself.
No. Can I tell you that would have been a disaster? I felt it. There was a lot going on that one. All right.
So.
Oh, buddy.
Yeah, I know.
Ooh, buddy. Yeah. That one kicked me a bit. Yeah. Kicked me right in the face.
You and me both, you know?
All right.
Doing your own stunts even here.
Yep, there we go.
There we go. As someone who grew up in a home adorned with burnt orange, who's your all-time favorite Texas Longhorn quarterback and why?
Great question. When I was in high school, Vince Young, 2005, national championship.
Yep.
SC was like at the top of their game.
Reggie Bush, Liner.
It was like this dynasty that couldn't be beat. And VY just comes in and just delivers that final play. And it was like in Austin, growing up in Austin, Texas, like Texas Longhorn fan. My grandparents went there, my parents went there. It was like one of the greatest moments of my whole life. I'm gonna be honest with you, I can feel how wet my face is.
Yeah.
I feel good though. I feel good. I don't know how bad I look, but I feel good.
I think you look great. Little Wing 7 glow here. If you're ready, this next one is called Hawaiian Hot Tea.
Finish the job, baby. No meat on the bone.
The shoe drops.
Yeah, misleading, sort of like a wham.
Definitely a bait and switch.
Yeah, bait and switch. We've all dated this one. Yep. Oh, she seems so nice. And here she comes.
I know.
It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
We'll yeah. We'll get back on the apps after this this wing. Oh shit. All right, guys.
So earlier this year, we launched an organic sauce company. Smash
shit.
Kitchen.
Yep.
I'm curious, what's your strongest held opinion on sauce? Like, do you have a sauce hot take that you're willing to share?
A sauce hot take? You know, people like honey, especially most honey in the country, not real honey. Like 80% not real honey. We have like all organic honey. But if you add honey to anything, total banger. Hot
Agree
honey,
with you there, 100%.
I'm gonna make hot honey everything. Oh my God.
Yeah, I know.
No, it's
I know.
okay. It's okay. On Top Gun, whenever you're pulling like a lot of G's, what happens is it all starts kind of like the tunnel starts going like this.
Yeah.
As we start hitting these wings, it's starting to close in.
It's reminiscent.
It's starting to close in. This feels like Top Gun.
Well,
Yeah.
this might take it over the top. This is the bomb beyond insanity. If you're ready. Whoa.
All right. I forgot my...
We got plenty.
Finger one, face. How soaked am I right now?
I can actually see the drip, you know? It's kind of like a cartoon character.
Yeah, it's a little,
Yeah.
It's a lot. This is why I have to, like, if I'm going on a date, like, this is why you gotta watch what you eat. Like, this is a super unsettling thing to be, like, on a date, a girl sees this, she's like, this guy's not the guy that's gonna protect me in a bad situation. This is a weak individual. You do not procreate with this guy.
You know what? On this sauce, there's no shame in it because this kicks anyone's ass.
I hope so.
Mine included right now.
If I am on a date and I do this, I'm gonna call you just to, back me up.
Yeah, I got you. You got
All
a
right,
wingman
cool,
in me.
cool.
Say what you will about me, I'm a wingman.
All right, sick.
While doing research for you, all right, I came across a lot of action movie lingo and like stunt slang. So while your brain roast and hot sauce. I was wondering if I could maybe bounce some of these things off of you and maybe you could help me define them, okay? What's a wet down?
So wet down, when you see a movie and the road is wet, right? The light is bouncing off of it, so it looks kind of magical, right? So it's good for DPs, it's good for cinematography.
It looks cool.
It looks cool. Also good for continuity. But hard part is for stunts, the street gets very, very wet. So if you're taking a corner really, really fast, I was told, watch out for the wet down. Because especially when you're sprinting, you have oils on streets, you're shooting in parking lots or any of that stuff, it becomes like where you literally will eat shit. And I had that a lot of times, especially cobblestone.
Oh, a wet down on cobblestone?
A wet down on cobblestone is like your worst nightmare.
What's a jerk vest?
I'm sorry, what?
What'd you call me? A jerk vest. Do you know a jerk vest?
Oh. Oh my God. I'm like, that's how you make it in Hollywood, dude. Oh shit. We don't talk about that. I think you said a jerk fest. Jerk vest. A jerk vest is basically like a stunt vest. You know, you have like a wire, you get rigged, so it pulls you really hard, so it kind of supports all your, you know, ribs and stuff like that, so you're not like breaking something, so it doesn't bend you in half. It pulls you.
Do you have a go-to break fall technique?
You know, the thing is, the most important thing is like to keep your body relaxed. You know, I think the thing that like when I first started doing stunts, I would like
tense up a little bit.
You tense up.
Yeah.
When somebody's gonna hit you in the face or something's gonna explode near you, it's hard to kind of relax. But that's literally
that's the way to do it.
That's literally what you have to do. You know, otherwise you're gonna pull something and then you're sidelined. You know. Oh my God, I'm like really wet.
And let the record show, you're right. Digging in all the way to the end. Respect.
Yeah, dude. No mercy, buddy. I came here to play. I've been wanting to do this forever. It's like the guys are just like kind of, you know, teething it. It's like, let's not.
That was not gonna be your episode.
No, man. No.
Salute.
I know I'm not escaping here cool or dry. And that is what I came here to do. I'm here to finish these damn wings.
Mission successful.
Yeah.
So, a great Glen Powell fun fact is that your parents have appeared in almost every movie that you're in, a tradition dating back to Spy Kids 3.
Yep.
What do you think is the cameo that your parents are proudest of themselves for? Like, do they have a favorite cameo themselves?
My mom just pulled off a great cameo in Chad Powers as the moaning woman. She basically plays a woman who's like in the waiting room of a hospital. I like get hurt and I'm in the hospital as well. And so there's this woman that's just like moaning in the background. No apparent injuries, just moaning. She would send my little sister and me like these videos of her practicing moaning. She's like, is this a good moan? Is this a good moan? I'm like, yeah, like this, probably more of this than this. This one's weird.
You gave her notes.
Yeah. And so I was giving her notes on her performance. So like I'd be like walking around. There's like this one time where I was like walking around. I was like looking at the video of my mom, you know, practicing the moan, and somebody like observed me like they didn't know what was on there, but all they could hear is just like me listening to moans. And I was like, oh no, it's just my mom. And they're like, anyway, my mom's played a professor. She's played an adult spy. She's played a drunk ATM user. She's got a wide range.
Got range.
I mean, she's one of the great actors. One of the great actors of our generation. Yeah.
All right, Glenn.
You know what I just did?
You mixed up the...
I mixed up the towel. Here we go.
Oh.
Is that too much?
Yeah, I'd maybe tap some of those to the side.
All right. Always get accused of spanking too hard. That was so weird. Why did I say that?
Blame it on the sauce.
Blame it on the sauce. Guys, I blacked out. All right.
He's drunk off hot sauce. That's like, that is, you've gone above and beyond.
That's too much.
Yeah, it's a lot.
All right. Take a little bit off. Right.
Yeah.
Like that.
Let's do this.
It's like a whole laundry day. over here.
No one has ever used that many napkins.
It's an
ever.
unbelievable, the lack of awareness I have about which napkin, it's like unbelievable how my brain is completely off.
You know, if we've learned anything today, you're someone who can rise above. You know, from early struggles in Hollywood to conquering the wings of death today, to genres that rank from romance to comedy to action. I'm curious, when you're 80 years old and you're sitting out on the porch sipping a margarita on a ranch in Austin, Texas.
That's what I'm talking about.
What is it that you hope people say about the Glen Powell era of movies and like what they meant and what they represented?
You know, that's a great question. Literally no one's ever asked me that question, but I'm a fan of movies. Right now I'm getting to like literally build movies that I'd want to see. Like even if I weren't in them, movies as an audience member I want to see. So I just hope that, you know, when I get to the end of my career, and I hope it's a long time, I hope people are just like, damn, that dude loved to entertain us. That's it.
And you know what? You entertained us today. Look at you, Glen Powell, taking on the wings of death.
Shit.
Living to tell the tale, now there's nothing left to do but roll out the red carpet for you. This camera, or this camera, let the people know what you have going on in your life.
Oh yeah, guys, that wing was so hot that I forgot I have a movie coming out in a couple weeks. Everyone go see The Running Man, November 14th in theaters everywhere. Awesome, thanks, bro. That was fun. That was wild, dude. Dude, what you've created is so fucking impressive. It's
Thank
so
you, man.
impressive, dude. It's one of those things that just brings so many people so much joy. You know, it's just awesome.
That's the best thing. That's why you get into this biz. You know?
Oh fuck! I definitely
Did
got
it
something
again.
in my eye.
You gotta wash. You gotta wash
I gotta
your
go
face.
wash it out,
Yeah,
dude.
you gotta go rinse
All right,
out.
I'll grab your stuff. In a
Yeah,
little
yeah.
bit. Hey man, I'm gonna go wash my face. Woo! Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm like really wet.
Hot Ones fans, what happens when you combine the 4 hottest peppers on planet Earth? You get the hottest dab ever. Introducing the Last Dab Thermageddon. Grown by the one and only Smokin' Ed Curry, it unites some of the hottest peppers on the planet. Pepper X, the Apollo, Carolina Reaper, and Scorpion Pepper. Are you built for it? Pick up your bottle at hotones.com, hotones.com, that's hotones.com to get your hands on the Last Dab Thermageddon. And don't say I didn't warn you.